Namaste, beautiful beings. This is Belinda Pearl, and welcome to our weekly irregular divination cosmic channeling space that we spend together. So let us see where we are in the universe, which is supermoon coming up. Scorpio seems like Scorpio tends to carry a lot of a deeper excursional energy, if that makes sense, take you to a deeper level of your core, help you to understand your deepest desires, your secrets too, and what they're for. Sun shining on the moon is trying to really help you to see what it is that you need to take action in. Also, it shines its light to show you what you need to release. So it's a good always on the full moon to do a releasing ceremony of any kind, especially if we think about Scorpio. What are our deepest, darkest secrets, our deepest, darkest hurts, our deepest, darkest desires? And then what are those deep, dark things that are maybe standing in our way? It's time to get raw and clear with yourself as well as you go through that. Plus, there's a whole bunch of other astrology that's supporting big change, new way of thinking, action in your home as well, how you can change your own energy by shifting things around in your house. So maybe for this full moon, like a ceremony would be to gather all the things that you want to junk out of your house and maybe take that to recycling, or maybe that's stuff that you can give to a Goodwill or something like that, or pass it on to somebody else that maybe needs that. I know I've got a box of clothing that I want to pass on to somebody or to a couple of different people that I'm like, that person I know would like this and that person I know would like that. So it's a good time to like really see that, how you can empty yourself out a little and then create more space for you to understand what those deep, darkest desires are, and hold space for you to step through those doorways each time we have a moon, whether it's full, it's moon, or it's new, or even if it's a quarter or a crescent, or it's whether it's waning or it's waxing, all these different phases of the moon, all important times for us to really be still with ourselves and take time to be in quiet ceremony with ourselves too. So let us see what the oracle has to share with us today. We're going to use cards as a way, because I know she likes to speak to me through these different cards that have come as tools. And I use the cards as tools just to really focus the energy, because there's so much that we can really speak about, and so many things will come true, and things will come in through the messages hidden in the cards too, which I really like. We had this breathwork session earlier on today, so there was this beautiful goddess, this Hawaiian goddess that visited us, and she brought this beautiful like nectar of healing. So it's always, you never know what's going to show up. So let us see. Take a deep breath in, full breath out, letting all of that go. And let us see what guidance. Oh, it seems like there's two cards here. Wow. Well, this one particular card, actually these cards have come up before. So it's interesting, they were like kind of almost, I felt like they were stuck together. One says Enlightenment. It's got a 4 and a 3, so heart-centered, being knowing that we're not just like ourselves, that it takes like me, Earth, and the universe to make all of this happen. This is the Earth here in the sacred geometry of the flower of life. This idea about a new consciousness coming, that we're also just like Humea, like she births things from all parts of her body. Is this a new potential of life force that wants to come through? There's a truth that wants to come true in this as well. It's an enlightened feeling. This one's soul mating. So it's almost like there's a couple of different things. One, it feels like old ideas are being dissipated and dissolved. This is this new consciousness. They both hold this like color of like blue. So there's something that's a deeper healing, but also like a clarity of the mind. Then it's like we're going through a portal. Maybe Earth is in this, and we're moving through into a new space, new dimension, new way of thinking. There's this yellow heart that shows up here on both of them. So there's an igniting of our heart strength. That's almost like an empowering. It's like, we know that love can do this. We know that love can do this. I like that. We know that love can do this. Maybe that'll become a mantra. We know that love can do this. It's like we're getting ready to dive through this portal. This portal that leads us on a path of experiencing like our truest self. It says soul mating here. Actually, and what's interesting, this is 43 and this is 34, so same numbers. Very interesting. So now it's a 7-7. And then we add that together and it comes like a 5. So this transformational journey that we are on, it's like we're going through this portal, we're diving, we're ready. At least some of us are ready. It's also about being heart-centered because there's green here in the heart. And it's also about us vocalizing our heart. Instead of vocalizing our rage to one another, if we can choose to maybe change how we speak, tone of our voice. This thing I've been telling people about called the sonic boom, where I see like this like energetic like reset of humanity. And it's like almost like you can see it happen. And I've been starting to get more clarity in it. And this is this vision I've had for probably like 8-10 years. And it's all about like how we speak, how we tone in our voice. We use our voices to speak to one another. Maybe it's like, let us join together as we move through this portal of new consciousness, a new awakening. For humanity to do that, there needs to be a holding in our own hearts, becoming together, so we can be the shift that makes the world change. It seems like, because this 4 continues to come up, this heart-centered space to be grounded and rooted in our heart center. And through our heart center, it opens up this golden doorway for us to really experience who we are, for you to experience who you are. It's like, the question is, are you ready? Are you ready to dive through and experience something new? To be the enlightened, like all of humanity, the soul mating, like all of us together, returning to our whole self, to this enlightened state of truly who we are, especially the numbers are so on point. They're the same except flipped, so there's a mirror experience that's happening. It's like we're reflecting back to each other, to one another, who we wish to be in this world. Who do you wish to be? Can you stand in that essence? Can you stand in that place of a strengthened heart? A heart that brings through so much truth. Just think about it, just for a moment. Yeah, I should maybe like bring a smile to your lips. Does that feel good? Smile if it does. So hopefully all that made sense. From my heart to yours, may be blissfully blessed and have a beautiful weekend. I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Namaste. And again, this is Belinda Pearl. You can find me at belindapearl.com. Blessings.